Alright, so figured I'd make this video because just to tell you what I'm doing with this thing. So basically I bought it because I plan on living in it. I've done a ton of work to it, going to take it across country, going to live in it for the next 4 years or so. Maybe longer if it holds up that long. We got 32,000 miles on the clock. Those are original miles. This is an original rig, or at least mostly original. And so basically still needs a little bit of work. I only paid $500 for it. Wind is blowing, but I only paid $500 for this thing, and now this has been sitting all day. If I can get the damn key. But when you hit the key, that's how it should be. Still needs a little bit of work, but for the most part I've taken care of everything. Right now I just need a radiator flush. The transmission flush. And I'm probably going to have to take it somewhere to get that done. But I guess I'll start here. I singled out the rear wheels. I put some load range E wheels on the back. Single wheels came off a Chevy 1-ton pickup truck. Still got to do the front ones because I'm rolling with dualies in the front. Now the reason I did that was because when you're on the road, 16.5 tires, not 16-inch, 16.5 tires are very expensive. Not only are they expensive, hold on while I open this hood. So not only are they expensive, but they're difficult to find. So I thought that maybe it would be easier if I just went and singled them out. So under the hood here we have, and yes, it's safe to single them out when you're less than 6,000 pounds. This rig is 6,000 pounds. It's only 18 feet long. Anyway, and yeah, another funny thing. It is literally shorter than a Dodge 15-passenger van. Also 1 foot longer than a Chevy Express regular size van. So anyway, I put a new alternator in here. Now I done wired it directly to the battery here. That's what this deal here is. I done wired directly to the battery because it had a little charging problem, which I still haven't figured out. I also have a wire running to the original wire, which I guess you can't really see that, but it's in there, and I think it needs a voltage regulator. But as strange as it is, I don't think this thing has a voltage regulator. Should, but I don't see one. So anyway, so that's been done, and the reason that I have the cup here is because when it rains, water likes to get into the pipe from where the hood comes down. So I made that little doohickey, and that'll do for now. Later on I'll try to get a regular dipstick, maybe one of the chrome ones. I want to put a timing chain on here because it seems like it's making a little bit of noise with the valves and stuff, and it just might be off timing because it has an electronic ignition in it. You really can't see much from this angle, but I done put a new PVC valve in there. I think that's what it's called, and then did the plug wires, the plugs, the distributor cap, then rebuilt the carburetor, put a new belt on it, new alternator. Pretty sure I'm forgetting something. Need to put a new master cylinder on it because it's got all of this going on, and I don't know why there's water coming out of the master cylinder. I swear this thing's been in a flood. So yeah, yesterday I went and did this. which I must say was, yeah, I like that. Ventilation. Ventilation is key because, see, I only have this window in the back and it has no openings, and it gets hotter than the backside of the devil's left you know what in here. So yeah, and then you get this little window and that has a little opening, but that's just the point. It's little and it's not a lot of ventilation, and you will die from heat exhaustion. On the other hand, that window opens up and that's just fine. I was thinking about getting some new windows. Also put that light on here. I have yet to get that working. However, although it may not be the newest one, I managed to get that working. That is a hot water heater. And it gets hot. Hot. So it's still a mess in here. Oh yeah, so this net, mosquito net, just put that on there about a week ago. No bugs get in as long as I have the front windows rolled up. No bugs, none. And it's just hooked on with magnets. And it just kind of, if you do this and it gets close, it's just hooked together. And it'll go all the way down like so. Probably the best $20 investment that I've made in quite some time. I actually had 2 people suggest that to me. One of them is Crystal Vanna. She's got her own YouTube channel on YouTube. But yeah, so it's still a mess in here. I still got to put everything back together after I clean the stuff real good. But so we have a sink, and yes, the hot water works like I said before, which I'm kind of proud of that. A sink's full of stuff because I did this floor yesterday with this wonderful woman, Julie. She is a genius when it comes to this sort of stuff. I could not have pulled this, not with these kind of tiles here. They kind of snap together here, and I still haven't quite figured out why they stay together, but they stay together somehow or another, and you gotta hammer them together. Now I know how to put them together, but to explain how it works, I have no understanding. It works though. And let's see what else here. We got a refrigerator here. It needs to be cleaned out, and the stove. The stove works. The oven works. That pulls into a bed. I'm trying to get a better shot. But that pulls into a bed. Cabinets, whole bunch of writing on the roof from the last owners. I got to do something about that. That is where my microwave goes. I pulled the old microwave out. And the old microwave had a bunch of stuff that was just there, and it was dirty and it was pretty gross. So I pulled that out. I'm going to put me another one in there. And I have it already. I just got to go pick it up. And we got a heater right there. It's like similar to a Mr. Buddy heater. I think I'm going to go with a wave heater because they say that it's a little bit more efficient. I think that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, over here, we have nothing. A lot of nothing. We have a crate and we have a couple tiles, but that won't be there long. What I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to put me a futon. That's what I believe I'm going to do is put me a futon, and I'm going to use that up there for storage. I'm also going to make it so my son can sleep up there. So what I'm going to do is, where you see the window and stuff is going to be covered, because I'm going to do like it's only going to be big enough, like a half size. I guess that's a full, so it's going to be like a twin. And everything in front of that foot or so is going to be a wall. And the wall is going to have 2 cabinet doors. And the cabinet doors is going to just be storage. Mainly for my son's stuff when he comes out with me. and stuff. It's really just me and him for the most part, at least for now, till something changes. But I mean, he doesn't live with me full time right now, but uh, that's not to say he won't come out on the road with me sometime, or spring break or whenever. So I just do things and I keep him in mind when I do things, because hopefully when I get old, he'll keep me in mind when he does things. And anyway, so yeah, futon is going here, and then we have the bathroom, which has a box in it. Okay, the box is probably empty. Yes, the box is okay. So let's move that. So yeah, we got the bathroom. We have a toilet, and when you flush it, thank God that was empty. So when you flush the toilet, you step on the little thing right here, and all the poop go down the drain. And then you got your sink and your mirror and your shower. Now the shower hooks in right here, and you pull this lever up or down to make that work. I would show you, but right now my water tank doesn't have a pump on it. Probably run down and get a pump for that today, or tomorrow, or whenever I get a chance. This thing is a ceiling fan. Yeah. And I got to say, it works. It definitely works. It works. So anyway, I think I've covered everything. The lights currently don't work because I need a battery. The battery, not the battery for the front, but the battery for the cab. I mean, for the cabin is no good. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I have 2 little closets here, but when you open the big closet, there's a flag with a pole that likes to fly out and hit you in the head. The little closet, there's really nothing in it, because this is where the air conditioner is going to go. As you can see, there's a little hole right here. So it's one of those floor unit air conditioners. And what you do is you put your plumbing in the hole, and then you run your thing to the bottom vent right here, and the air conditioning comes out. So that's what you do there. And at least that's what the plan is going to be. We're going to see how far I get with that. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at in this build. I done about 8 or 9 of these things. I just recently started recording my doings, and because like I said, I'm going full time with this. I'm going to live on the road. My grandfather just passed, and quite frankly, I don't have a reason to really be in Maryland or DC anymore. He was the only reason I was really here, other than my son. And my son is going to be in school soon, so he won't have no time for me. And I could have probably done something with the house, but the reality is I don't intend on living in the sticks and bricks. It's just no good for me. Why should I give my money away and make somebody else rich when I can make myself rich and keep gas in my house? So this is the backside of it. It's been everywhere, twice probably. It's highly equipped. It's I got Bob Wells sticker up here, one of Bob Wells stickers. Pumpkin chunking and all of that. I done did all everything. Got a little hitch there. I was gonna try to buy a base plate for the car. That's my car. But I'm having a difficult time trying to find a base plate that I can afford, because they start at $500, and for $500 I could easily get me a tow dolly. I could probably get one less than that. And this used to be where a generator was. Now it's just storage. And that's where my batteries is. there, that used to be the furnace, and that's where the refrigerator is. And that's my exhaust, which it has a Flowmaster exhaust, and it sounds some kind of good going down the road. I was thinking about putting some headers on here, trying to get better gas mileage out of it, but then at the same time, 14 miles to the gallon isn't bad for a 6,000 pound RV. Well, then 6,000 pounds for an RV isn't bad either, so. But anyway, that's about the summer things, and yeah, so there'll be another video coming, I'm sure, fairly soon, and yeah, be cool, remember the rule, and I'll talk to you later.